Raj Thakur's tweet this very morning that people are picking up. He's saying that I've called on these wrestlers for round 2 of talks. There is pressure on the Delhi police about their approach in terms of their investigation in this particular case. And at the same time, the Delhi cops who visited Brij Bhushan's Gonda home spoke to his aides. But Anurag Thakur now with this particular tweet that's on your screens, ladies and gentlemen, the government is willing to have a discussion with the wrestlers on their issues. I have once again invited wrestlers for the same. Last time around, Varghese, the wrestlers, including Vinesh Phogat, Sakshi Malik, said that they were intimidated. Bajrang Punia said that there were a lot of officers in the room. The sports minister came and spoke to us for a meager 5-10 minutes, and we were intimidated throughout. What do you think is going to happen now, and is the government on the back foot here?
Well, you have hit the nail on this story, in fact, and what I understand right now, I would like you to get your attention to an op-ed article that is there in the Tribune. And very interesting article. It was written with the title saying, wrestlers pitted against powerful MP in an uneven power play. And just as you mentioned is what journalist Radhika Ramaseshan has in fact written in this particular piece. It's written like this: a meeting on June 3rd between Union Home Minister Amit Shah and protesting wrestlers Bajrang Punia, Sakshi Malik and Vinesh Phogat marked the first effort on the centre's part to end the impasse. Now, the events preceding the meeting were rooted in an uneven power play in which a young sportspersons were pitted against a powerful MP heading the Wrestling Federation of India by dint of the clout be derived from belonging the ruling BJP in the electorally weighty Uttar Pradesh. And then she sums it, I mean the editorial sums it and says as in a mismatched battles, the vulnerable wrestlers might have to settle for what's handed to them. So this is something that is interestingly taken up by on the op-ed page and gives an idea of the power play that is happening right at
There's
the
another
moment.
player in this power play. It's the farmers. It's the Mahapanchayat.
Yeah, the ticket has also come out and said that they are not withdrawing the support that they are giving the wrestlers, and that any kind of statements coming on that front is not the right information that is being informed, is what he has in fact also said. So
the wrestlers have also called for a Mahapanchayat themselves, Varghese. According to the Times of India, the first page over here, nice infographic yet again, says protesting wrestlers led by Bajrang Punia, Vinesh Phogat and Sakshi Malik will hold a Mahapanchayat, a first organized by themselves on Sunday the 11th of June in Rajasthan or Punjab, this according to TOI sources. Now, Khaps and Kisan unions will be invited to join. Organizers are looking at Jaipur and Alwar as well as likely venues for this wrestlers' Mahapanchayat. Will POXO be dropped is a big question.
That is what everybody is
There are
in fact
conflicting
asking
reports
about it.
on whether one of the complainants against Singh was a minor or not. Cops remain tight-lipped on the issue. And, the cops' role over here and how they're, treading this particular case, how they're carrying on their investigation is something that a lot of people are raising their eyebrows on.
Well, a lot of people are raising their eyebrows on, and over the issue when we were speaking about the cops, you had also raised a Delhi police visits Brij Bhushan's residence in Gonda to record statements of associates. This is there in the Hindu, and in fact it is in their news page, page number 12. So at the bottom they have in fact written about it, and it said a special investigation SIT is probing the 2 cases lodged against Mr. Singh, one based on the complaint lodged by the 6 wrestlers and another one on the complaint of a minor wrestler under the Protection of Children Against Sexual Offences, or better, the POSCO Act. So technically there are 2 cases, one under POSCO, as you have in fact mentioned, and the other is with all the 6 wrestlers coming together, and that case is also being probed at the same time. So the minor wrestler whose father had filed the police complaint has reportedly withdrawn her allegations against Mr. Singh, is what is also being said. In May, the minor wrestler had recorded her statement before a magistrate, maintaining the charges in her father's complaint. In this case, the court will take a call as to which statement will remain valid, and the facts behind both the statements could be examined during the POCSO trial. So here what has happened is that there are two statements that have come, one with regard to the first statement that was given, which corroborated with the complaint of the father, and now a second statement that comes that does not corroborate with this case. So there are two statements that have come in, and now the court will decide whether which statement should be taken. The first statement where the victim has in fact alleged, or the second statement where she has in fact not given that kind of an allegation as in the first been reported.
You know, there are
so now
arrest
it is
conditions.
the ball is in the court to decide which statement should be taken and whether this POCSO case
The ball
stands
is in the
against her.
court's court, you mean?
Court's court, yeah.
Yeah, the ball is in the court's court, of course. And you know, there are several sections, relevant sections of the POCSO Act and of the Indian Penal Code that are at play here. Sections 8, 10, 12, if I'm not wrong, and people can get down in the comment sections if to correct me. The punishment in these particular sections is less than 7 years. If the punishment is less than 7 years, you need not be arrested per se. But you can be arrested if one thinks that the person, the accused, is an influential person.
So what that is where
Can tamper evidence
Yes, that
outside.
is where the POCSO issue comes to light. Because normally when a POCSO case is this thing, and I mean, this is what normally happens. It is assumed that the accused is guilty and therefore he is taken into custody. There is, it is an assumption that is being carried, and therefore immediate arrest is noted in a POCSO case. It need not be the case. I mean, it is a grey area. Whether the arrest can be carried out or not is a grey area if it's in POCSO. But in a normal case, it is in fact carried out, and it has been done as a precedent for it also. So that is where the POCSO issue becomes quite relevant for Brij Bhushan Singh, because here the POCSO, if the POCSO case goes further, then he could face arrest. While in the other case, he could in fact challenge the accusations in the court itself.
Well, what's going to happen? Conditions for arrest at play. You know, various people coming out. An Olympian, a CWG medalist, and an international referee among those that were questioned by the Delhi police in Lucknow. Where is this case headed? What's going to come out of these particular talks?